Welcome to another video on Excel formulas. In this video, I will show you how you can calculate cost of shares purchased before January 31st, 2018 for the purpose of income tax for determining the long-term capital gain. Before I show you the formula, we need to first understand the clause of 112A inserted in 2018 budget to remove the exemption for long-term capital gain on shares. It added grandfathering clause to ensure that tax is only prospective in nature. So let us move to Excel and briefly understand its requirement, and then we will write a simple formula with a hypothetical example. Now, as I mentioned, section 112A was inserted in 2018 budget to tax the profits made on investment in shares. This tax was to be levied only prospectively, so grandfathering clause was inserted. This clause said that tax will be levied only on the capital gains made after February 1st, 2018. In other words, if you have purchased any of the shares before January 31st, 2018 and sold after it, then all the gains made till January 31st, 2018 will not be taxed. Now you may think that how this can be done. It is done by changing the purchase cost considered for the calculating the capital gain. So we will have to calculate the new purchase cost by following these steps. The step 1 will be to calculate the fair market value as on January 31st, 2018. Then compare this value with the actual selling price, and whichever is lower will be considered that. Then in the next step we'll be comparing this minimum value which we have calculated with the actual purchase price. And now whichever is higher between these two will be considered as our cost of acquisition. So let us see with this hypothetical example how we can calculate this. Now here you can see that I have purchased the shares of TV18 Broadcast Limited. I have purchased this share on these different dates. This is the purchase price, this is the total amount, this is the actual selling date, this is the selling price and the sale amount. Now fair market value as on 31st March 2018 was this one, and this was the total value as on that particular date. So how do I get the updated cost? The first step was to calculate the minimum value between these two, sales amount and the fair market value. This is what we have calculated, and then compare this value with the maximum value between purchase cost and this one. So I will simply select both of this, round bracket close, press enter, and let us copy this formula down. Now I can simply calculate my long-term capital gain with this updated cost, sales amount minus this updated cost, copy and paste it down. So here you can see that because my fair market value was higher on 31st March 2018, there is no capital gain on this particular shares. So I hope you find this trick useful to calculate the updated cost for grandfathering clause.